made like who I am, so no.
Okay. I think I would definitely do some things different. It's kind of ironic because this probably isn't the answer you're looking for, but if I was to start again, I'd probably lose my virginity for porn and do more porn things earlier on. But yeah, that's just me. But there's definitely some body counts that I do regret, just one night stands and all them lame things. But
what
about they did you regret just the
one night stands?
They weren't worthy, or
yeah, just like bad time, or like weird people, or like, you know, you get too drunk and you get in a situation you can't really get out of and stuff like that. But in terms of then all the stuff I do for work, I love that because that's like an art form for me. So yeah, I think it can be proven that you can.
I know for a fact it works. I have friends with kids and like friends who are in relationships getting married, and they're very prominent doing porn, fucking other people, having
let me tell you
all that jazz.
Yeah, let me tell you a true story about a young lady.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Crystal White here. So I'm checking out on Charlie Kirk on video from whatever podcast. Charlie Kirk tries to save only fine girl, but she goes full degenerate instead. So she doesn't want to learn, apparently. Which is actually sad. Which is actually very sad because something physical, something going on in the world we live in today. People don't want to learn. People don't want to, you know, be taught the right lessons. So guys, let's check it out.
I'll be in a marriage that I will regret. So
sick of who?
If I get married.
Oh,
so if I do
you
get
guys
married,
have such a dark view of marriage. It's a beautiful thing, everybody. I mean, it's this exciting,
I've yet to experience
amazing. No,
I
trust me. Part of the problem is the culture is so dark and terrible.
It is.
I will be perfect. It's very hard. Marriage is very difficult. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. And raising kids is even harder than that. And I've done some difficult stuff. But it's by far the most fulfilling.
Charlie, do you think people should wait until marriage to have sex?
Ideally, of course, yes. But I'm not here to judge people I'm not here to say that you're a bad person or whatever. I have my...
Sorry, can I just ask?
Yes, sure.
Did you wait till marriage?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was the greatest decision of my life.
Wow,
yeah.
wow. Yeah. I would not be able. Imagine you waited till marriage and you find out they have a
I had other...
I would hate that. Like, I would be so...
Well, there's more important things.
I think
more important things.
Or that, yeah.
Well,
like, you can't leave it up to the marriage day, man. Sexual intercourse is important.
Let's play the other side of it. Imagine going into the bedroom on your marriage night and knowing that you both have each other for the first time. You never had to share that human being.
Yeah, true. But then again, I lost my virginity to a virgin as well.
Or imagine if they were really experienced and they were an awesome way and you guys also had a connection. That would also be really fun.
Or if they're a man, they might be thinking about other women for the rest of your relationship.
I don't think men stop thinking about other women just because they get married. I really doubt that.
Men will do that no matter what.
No, men's minds are rather undisciplined. You are right. That is true. But they don't have other experiences or pair bonds, especially for young women. With pair bonds are a real thing to compare that to. But look, I will go back to what I said. Sex is a very powerful thing. We all agreed with that, right? Yeah. And I think you have
a tool, one might even say.
Yeah.
It can be used. It could be abused. It could be, but in its ideal, which I fully acknowledge, it's very, very hard to do. Very hard, very difficult. But should be a goal that I would like to see more people at least talk about in a non-judgmental way that is worth aspiring to. And it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not popular, but it's not impossible.
Okay. Did you have a response, Aaron, or I thought someone over here had a...
I don't think so. I feel like I had something to say, but...
Oh, did you have... Yeah, sorry, did you have more?
Did any... If you could wipe the slate... I know this is hypothetical, if that's okay.
Well, I remember what I was going to say now.
Yeah.
You were saying that, like, oh, if you only have one partner, you're not going to think about other people. But I actually feel like that might make you wonder even more.
Yeah. You'll
be seeing all these girls online, you'll be watching porn, you'll be thinking about all these other things, and it's like all you have is one person. And, like, I don't know, I feel like that would kind of open up a lot of curiosity.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy. I would like always be wondering what I was missing and like, did I miss out on something good because I was holding out for something that maybe turned out not to be what I thought it was.
Yeah, looking around, I can't say that I think I'm missing much, to be honest. Not around this table. I'm just saying.
Fired.
No, not around this table. I just say the country. No, just in general. Not around this table. I just, what am I missing? You know, I have a. And by the way,
Is he missing anything?
Yeah, what?
Aaron, is he missing?
I mean, if
Maybe
you're
you wanna
saying
weigh in?
that
Sophia,
she's like
you
the
wanna
best
weigh in? What's
like,
he?
No,
could
I-
be missing
like person,
something?
then no.
Pixie,
Not every
is he
day is
missing?
amazing, but
Well, obviously,
I
no
think
one's
you're
perfect.
missing out on some good threesomes. That's all I'm gonna say.
okay. If that is the compelling argument, then
I don't know why that's not working. Our audio's
look,
bad.
everything in life is a choice. I get to have a soulmate that I get to go on an adventure with, and a beautiful daughter, and you get to have orgies.
You can still have a soulmate and a beautiful family and do porn.
So, Molly, I don't think you're right. And if it works for you, then you will definitely defy the odds.
No, I think it does work. I think it can be proven that you can
I know
still...
for a fact it works. I have friends with kids and like friends who are in relationships, getting married, and they're very prominent doing porn, fucking other people, having
Let me tell you
all that jazz.
Yeah, let me tell you a true story about a young lady who went to high school near here. When she started to get 15, her mom was a actress, and all the other boys would constantly tease her and bully her because they would show pictures of her naked mother, and it really, really hurt her. Do you ever wonder that for your future kids, they might have to be confronted by that or teased or ridiculed by your line of work?
I know they will be confronted with it, but there's so many ways to answer this question. But honestly, for one, I don't really care, because to me, the way that I look at it and the way that I'm going to raise my kids says a hell of a lot more to me about the child who is instigating negative emotions in my child because of what I do for work, rather than my child minding their own business.
Do you ever worry that you might be producing content that could be seriously damaging other people?
No.
Okay.
Charlie, you were about to say a little earlier, if you could wipe the
Yeah.
slate clean,
Sure.
what was the question that you had there?
If you could wipe the slate, theoretically, and re-virginize yourself, and would you? Could you go back to the person you were as a virgin?
No.
No.
I love who I am now. I feel like everything happened for a reason, and I don't know. I love who I am now.
Would I take back the people that I did? Probably, but
fair.
yeah, like you said, it made like who I am. So no.
I think I would definitely do some things different. It's kind of ironic because this probably isn't the answer you're looking for, but if I was to start again, I'd probably lose my virginity for porn and do more porn things earlier on. But yeah, that's just me. But there's definitely some body counts that I do regret, just one night stands and all them lame things. But
What about they did? Did you regret just the
one night stands?
they weren't worthy, or?
Yeah, just like bad time, or like weird people, or like, you know, you get too drunk and you get in a situation you can't really get out of and stuff like that. But in terms of then all the stuff I do for work, I love that because that's like an art form for me. So yeah.
I want to circle back to something you said earlier, where you said that Molly's children, hypothetical future children, could be confronted with like her work, right?
Yes.
And I think that is not, I don't think there's any career path that precludes your child from potentially being confronted with what their parents say. Like, I know that you're involved in like political work and stuff like that. Do you ever worry that things that you've said online or done, or political actions that you've taken, might be like your daughter might be confronted by them by somebody who has like somebody's kid who has an opposing point of view? I feel like that would, like, do you ever worry about something like that?
Oh, she'll definitely be confronted. It's not videos of me having sex online.
No,
It's a
but
big
you
it's a
said
big
like
difference.
tons of controversial things, right? So do you expect that any of that could like have negative effects on her well-being, or like how she's raised, or anything like that? Or do you think, and I say controversial like neutrally and descriptively, like objectively, if your views are polarizing, that's going to incite conversation, debate, discussion. Do you ever worry about like kids confronting her with these things and her not being prepared to know how to answer them, or maybe feeling like bullied or embarrassed?
Yeah, I mean that's a factor of being in public life for sure. Yeah, and hopefully I build her strong up enough to be able to endure that. Right.
Then I bet Molly thinks probably the same thing, right?
do you
Like
guys
just that
think-
sort of resiliency.
Do you think public political commentary is
No, it's
morally
not
on the
the same.
plane as filming yourself having sex?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think people, if anything, it could sometimes be worse depending on what the person is
You
talking
can't
about.
compare
I
the two.
agree.
Oh, worse. Okay.
I think politics is definitely heavier than porn.
You think politics
Yo.
does more damage
No
than?
matter how, no matter
For the
how-
Yes,
actual life,
100%.
like the world, yes.
yeah. In terms
Her
of, like,
having
the world
sex with
effect.
other men is not disrupting the
Well,
world.
no, not just sex, but filming it and
I
disseminating
think
it.
it
Yeah, but
actually
that's not
helps
putting
the
the world
world
into
because
shambles.
it gives
For
the
sure.
men a release of
Yes.
their in that they can't get girls to fuck them, so they go to me.
And all the lonely boys, you know, we're helping them. So
Also, I feel like it's their choice to watch. So it's, you know, it's not
Well,
like
I was
it's
also going to
shoved or
ask how
forced
kids would
people.
know that someone's mom is a porn star. How would they know that?
Internet's
on
forever.
the
Can you
internet.
scoot your mic
Yeah,
that way?
But why are,
internet is
I mean,
forever.
obviously kids what?
It would be a parental failure, basically. Like the parents are not monitoring their child's consumption of media good enough, and therefore they find porn.
Donated $200.
This is
Charlie
stupid. You
was
could ignore
right.
that.
I was a DEI high.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, I mean, Charlie Kirk was right. I will always agree with what he said about it being a bad image to put you know, both the offsprings of whoever involved themselves in filming themselves having that kind of, you know, action. So the other lady was trying to compare what Charlie Kirk does and how it was going to affect maybe his daughter mentally or socially, trying to compare with people that actually involve themselves in filming themselves nakedly. Those are two different. I don't think the two of them are the same. Two of them doesn't have the same effect in the society. They are on two different power. Like they are on two different you know, two different rules. Like one is more dangerous than the other. The other can just be no result, or the other one lives like a sigma or something like that. You know, it gives some type of how will I put it? You know, sometimes it gives some type of label to person or the people that are involved in it and stuff like that. Meanwhile, if it's political stuff, are just sometimes friendly arguments, you know, friendly debate that someone else will have a different opinion on. Then someone else have another opinion on. It doesn't generally like affect someone emotionally or stuff like that, you know. But filming yourself or nude and all those kind of stuff, man, that's another level of that's a different thing, guys. That's a different thing. You can't actually like compare the both of them together. That's just my own opinion on this whole stuff. Anyway, what do you guys think about this thing down in the comment section? You know, didn't get to see the full clip, so I'll try and check it out. Enough for the like the video, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.